Hello, Scorpio. Welcome back to Intuitive Garden Tarot. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Nicole. I am using the Blue Starlight Tarot deck for your reading today. And this is a timeless reading, but I am recording it shortly after the spring equinox. And this energy is so strong, it's going to be rippling out for the next 6 months at least, more like a year probably. In addition, astrologically, there are planetary alignments and shifts occurring that have never occurred in our lifetime, perhaps in none of our lifetimes or no one's lifetime. Please check in with your favorite astrologer if you want to know more about that. I only have a basic understanding. I just know that this is unprecedented, which is probably going to be a word I say a lot in the coming years. Okay, without further ado, Scorpio, what is the energy for you when you find this reading? Okay, we have the Devil, Queen of Cups, and the King of Wands. Yeah, some of you might have been stuck in some unhappy situation, particularly in an unhappy relationship. Maybe you still are, or in a pattern of unfulfilling situationships that are lacking emotional depth, but maybe have temporary passion. Hold on, there's something specific coming through about your creativity. It might be distracting you or blocking your creative process. It might also be where you feel you've been burned. Perhaps you weren't aware if you were connecting specifically romantically or physically with others or someone else. Perhaps you weren't aware that it was lacking that emotional fulfillment or emotional depth that perhaps you thought was there, or you could be on the other side of that. Perhaps somebody is feeling that way about you. If this is a situation, it could be the same. There's an energy here of feeling burned or misled, manipulated. And you're really feeling your feelings. Your feelings are your focus. And emotional fulfillment is very important to you. And you might have just fallen for people that were just so steamy and attractive. You might be that person who might have changed as you got to know them a little bit better or as you got closer. They might be a bit of a chameleon. What's the word? Who, yeah, just adapts and changes to fit the situation in a charismatic way. So somebody or something, if it's not a relationship, I'm getting very strongly for most of you, this is about an interpersonal relationship, but it could be a job, it could be something else that you were connecting with or feeling bound to or manipulated by, but it feels a little bit like an imposter, if that's the right word. Again, somebody who just was very charming and said and did all the right things. Maybe that's you. Maybe it's a job or a home you thought was going to be great and it turned out to not be so great. Let's pick 2 more cards for you, Scorpio. Okay, we have the Two of Wands and the Ace of Swords. Yeah, you're okay. You might be looking at the big picture. You might have retreated or put yourself into a safe place emotionally, rethinking what's out there, what do you really want. And there might be some very important information that's come to light or will come to light to help you in this process. What I want to stress again is that you're in a safe place. Even if you feel you've been manipulated or wronged in one way or another, the truth shall set you free. Maybe you need to speak your truth. Maybe somebody else is being clear, or maybe you're through a third party getting some clear information that is really empowering for you, frankly, even if it makes you feel a little wistful or perhaps even regretful. Don't beat yourself up, Scorpio. This is something that's really going to help expand your world, expand your options, and open you up to what is possible. You have the whole world in your hands here. So whatever's going on that has been bedeviling to you, it's either ended or will end shortly, even if it's a long-standing relationship or pattern or habit or addiction. It could even be you're figuring it out and you're getting crystal clear clarity here, which is going to lead to more emotional fulfillment once you get clear on the details of this situation. It's kind of deep for you, Scorpio. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already. And if you want to book a personal reading with me, go to intuitivegardentarot.org. We can delve into your personal questions one-on-one and do an extended live reading just for you. So what is the final message here for Scorpio? Only you. My God, this has shown up, I think, 6 times now, if not 5 for sure. So, wow. And I'm not quite done with all the readings. First and foremost, this is about you looking out for you, not depending on anyone else to provide you emotional fulfillment, validation, worth, even pleasure for that matter. It's really in your hands, no pun intended, and it's up to you to be committed to yourself, because it looks like there's been some unhealthy, toxic relationships or codependent attachments here, whether it's to a person, a situation, a substance. You know what this means for you, Scorpio. But by really getting clear on being your own best advocate, loving yourself first and foremost, no matter what anyone else says or does, that's how you're going to shift what comes into you, what opportunities present themselves, and people, situations, because like I said, you've got the world in your hands. You are holding full potential of many possibilities, but there needs to be a little bit of a pivot or a course correction or a shift here, and it's going to come by staying really devoted to yourself. I hope this is helpful, Scorpio, and until next time, take care.